Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading for January 24th to the 30th. And I also wanted to say a quick thank you for all of you who like, subscribe, and comment and just tune in to my channel for your videos. I'm truly, truly grateful for your presence here, and I'm so grateful for all the support. It really does help for the channel to grow, and I'm so grateful. Okay, so let's go into the week here. It feels like there is some clarity that's coming in here. It's like you're seeing something from a different perspective, or perspective is coming in for you about some kind of situation, and it feels like it has something to do with a relationship with somebody, or maybe some kind of experience that you've had. I feel like you're kind of coming to a place of resolution, being able to put something down by being able to make peace with it or to understand it on a deeper level. And I like that the truth card is here, because the truth is being able to tune into our inner truth and seeing something for what it really is. I also think, though, that inner truth can be different from the truth itself. So I feel like there is multiple perspectives that you're able to gauge and come to some kind of resolution or conclusion about something. And I feel like this will help you to bring clarity. It will lift some kind of fog that's in your mind about something, and it will help you to close that chapter, to put something away, to clear the way, and it will bring a sense of relief to you as well. But I feel like right now there's this healing that's kind of happening. So this week it's all about getting in touch with perspectives, with truths, and healing something from our past that may need our attention. And again, that may not resonate with everybody, but that's what I'm seeing here for this week for you, Cancer. Okay, what do we have coming up here for Cancer this week? Yeah, Queen of Swords, beautiful. So this is like assessing, looking at something and being able to see it with a fresh pair of eyes. I feel like you're being very objective as well. You're trying to see both sides of something. You're trying to see where something, might have originated from, where someone else might have been coming from. For example, if there was like a fight or some kind of disagreement with someone in the past, maybe looking at both sides. Well, maybe they were, having a bad day, that kind of thing. It's like being able to see different perspectives to be able to make sense of something. Discernment. It's all about vision. I feel like vision is also playing a big role here. Like really using your intuition. Ace of Wands. I love this because Ace of Wands is, and it's interesting with this specific card because Ace of Wands can usually mark passion. It can mark a new beginning, a passionate new beginning. But in this specific card, I really love how there's this flower, this blooming from this book that she's reading. And I almost kind of see this as like a light bulb moment. This is where you are delving deep into something. You may be looking into something, researching something, really playing around or learning. And within that process, there's something that kind of clicks together, something that like all the pieces kind of fit together, and you have this light bulb moment, or you have this moment of, oh, I see now, I get it. It totally makes sense. This is what happened, or this is why they did this kind of thing. And I feel like there's this is important, it's important part of the healing journey to find that clarity and resolution to things that we perhaps have been carrying around with us that we can finally put down. Yeah, how fitting with that 10 of Wands. So this is a heavy burden, something we've been carrying around with us. And we are ready to kind of let something go. I feel like with the 3 of Wands, I always kind of see 3 of Wands sometimes as the card of moving on, like going to the future, looking out to the future and seeing where we can go from here. So this week, it feels like it's about healing, kind of processing something. You may experience this aha moment where you have some light bulb, something click together and make sense for you. And in that process, it's going to help you to put something down, something that's very heavy that you've been carrying around with you. I feel like it's something from the past. And I feel like you're in this space now to be able to look at something from an objective point of view, because maybe at that moment in the past, there were too many emotions or something, kind of like you weren't ready yet, or it wasn't time yet for you to really tackle something or look at something. But I feel like there's something calling your attention where there is a deeper inner truth, or just the truth about some kind of situation or dynamic, where you're able to finally make some kind of peace or resolution with it. And from that comes this freedom to be able to, look to the future and move on from something and let go of the past. Nine of Wands. Beautiful. So Nine of Wands is all about, again, see, look at that. So how interesting with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands here. So something about a heartbreak. Now the heartbreak is being clarified with the Nine of Wands, because the Nine of Wands is about learning those lessons from the past. It's about, knowing what works, what doesn't. It's having a sense of wisdom from our pain. It's having a sense of knowledge and being able to acquire those lessons learned from some kind of experience that was quite painful. Three of Swords usually indicates heartbreak or betrayal, something that really affected. It really, kind of sets a spiraling motion into how things start to play out from there. And it turns into this big learning process. And I feel like you have those, just like how she's wearing the stitches on her shirt. She has those scars. She knows, she's been there, she understands. And she's going forward with this Three of Wands with that wisdom, with knowing something. But she also goes into it. Nine of Wands is also someone who's kind of transcended a lot of that pain. So that's why I kind of like this Nine of Wands with the Three of Swords, because you're not in that Three of Swords anymore. This is something that has happened to you. This is something that you've experienced. But I feel like with the Nine of Wands, it's something that you are ready to transcend, to move on from, to heal, to put down. So it's like putting that behind you. It's time. I feel like you're in this space where you're ready to put something behind you. I feel like peace. Oh my gosh. Love that. Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups is happiness, joy. It is wishes fulfilled. It's about contentment. And I feel like you're really there's a burden that's just going to be released from your shoulders. There's a lightness that's coming in here for you. Beautiful. So maybe you might even experience your heart chakra expanding this week as well. Something that's going to just help you to feel hopeful, and something returning back to you as well. Sometimes when we have these painful experiences, we can, we feel like we sometimes lose a bit of our power, or we lose a bit of our identity. We lose a bit of ourselves, in those experiences when they're so painful. But I feel like this healing process, this moment of truth for you, will help you to reclaim parts of yourself if you feel like you've lost a part of yourself, or you lost maybe just this, being able to, I'm almost kind of feeling like not being able to feel fully, right? With that heartbreak, sometimes they can kind of numb out that heart chakra. And again, won't resonate with everybody. So if it doesn't, don't make it fit. But there is this beautiful power that's coming back to you with that Emperor. This is about you reclaiming yourself. I feel like there's wholeness. Wholeness is coming back towards you. There's abundance. There is being able to feel like you are powerful, feeling like you have everything that you need and everything that you want. So there's a real rejuvenation in your heart. There's a healing, a really deep healing that's happening here for you that's been long overdue, almost is what it feels like. Something that I'm really getting the sense that for some of you, it's like there was this chunk that's been missing, and that's coming back, So, okay. Towards the end of the week. King of Cups. Wow. Oh my gosh. How beautiful is that? King of Cups in the sun. Okay. So again, this may not resonate with everyone, But what I'm sensing here is that some of you may be in a relationship with a King of Cups, or there may be a King of Cups in your, somewhere in your life. I feel like, I feel like there is someone coming towards you wanting to offer some kind of relationship or wanting to be in a relationship. You might also be in a relationship with someone who's a King of Cups, and there's some things from the past that are kind of resurfacing that you're healing. But how these two coincide, because I feel like these are kind of different experiences. Like you might still have some wounds or something from the past that you're realizing haven't fully healed. You may have thought they did, but they may not have fully healed. So they're kind of coming back up to the surface to show up. And so you can kind of put them to rest, because what I'm seeing here with the King of Cups, with the Sun card, there's a lot of happiness here. So for example, you could be in a relationship with someone who wants to take things to the next level. And what could be happening is that triggers, with this Nine of Swords, it could trigger memories from the past of something repeating again, right? So you could be in this relationship and everything is great, but some kind of forward movement or something that's coming up within that relationship is kind of bringing back your memory to some kind of heartbreak or something that happened to you in the past, and you're afraid of those things, repeating. So with the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords, this is about you being in your headspace and having that vulnerability be exposed. With this Nine of Swords, I'm kind of sensing vulnerability. So it's like parts of us that we may have not realized we buried, or things that we kind of tucked off to the side that we didn't really want to look at, maybe kind of showing up, and it may make us a bit uncomfortable, but it's also just that anxiety and worry about something happening again. And the Seven of Cups is about what choices do I make? Where do I go from here? How do I make the right decisions this time so I don't repeat, so something doesn't repeat from the past? What else is coming up here for Cancer about this? What can Cancer know about this? Nine of Swords and Seven of Cups, King of Cups. Oh, wow. My goodness. Okay. So how interesting is this? We have the King of Cups again. So we have the King of Cups again. So this is a really strong relationship. There's definitely someone here that is really wants to be with you, it kind of feels like. And it feels like it's someone who, for some of you, I'm kind of sensing it's somebody who sees into you on a deeper level than anybody has ever been able to before. Because again, with that Nine of Swords, I was sensing vulnerability or being a bit exposed, feeling exposed, more than maybe what you're comfortable with or what you're used to. But it's almost like this person can see right through you, or can really access these parts of you that you usually may hide from other people. But it's almost impossible to do that with this one person. And so it may make you a bit nervous. It's happy, it's beautiful, thing, but at the same time, it may make you a bit feeling, a bit vulnerable. We also have the Tower card. So what I'm sensing here with the Tower and the King of Cups is it's almost like they are breaking down past notions or things that we thought we had kind of built our walls around. So again, there's that vulnerability, transparency. So it's he kind of comes in and he's kind of bringing your walls down, is what I'm seeing. So those protective measures that you have built around yourself to protect yourself from this relationship, or this person is coming in to kind of it doesn't work with him. It doesn't work with this person. It doesn't work with this energy. He just sees right through it. And so I feel like there's a change there. There's something changing where it's kind of asking you to, it's taking you on a whole nother level of authenticity and vulnerability with this person. It's opening you up more than what you have already allowed yourself to open up to. So there's someone here that is just the perfect match for you. And I almost kind of feel it makes you a bit nervous because of your past experiences with other relationships, is what I'm seeing. Let me pull one more here. Okay. This is a growing process. It's going to take some time. And so be gentle with yourself. The Knight of Pentacles is about that slow and steady progress in cultivating. So it's okay if maybe there are some times you're not fully ready for something so intense, or you need to take things a little bit slower. You need to take your time, especially because you're coming from like this, some experiences that didn't go so well, or you're, wanting to just be careful, right? Like you're wanting to be careful with your next steps or your next moves. You don't want to rush into things, that kind of thing. So I feel like this is a thing where you're allowing yourself to take that time, because that Nine of Pentacles is all about building and cultivating and just really taking your time with it, and I feel like it will show up, it will grow to what it needs to be when the time is right. So I feel like you are definitely surrendering to that. You're allowing that process to take place. And then the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck is about clarity. It's about being able to see something you're able to see something for what it really is. So you have that clarity around what's kind of going on with you. And I feel like you're just allowing yourself to take your time with it. There's no rush. Extremes. So again, you're going into this is a healing process. So there may be some days where you feel, you kind of feel like the intensity of the fear, like that the Nine of Swords here. Like one day it'll be like, oh no, I definitely don't want to do this again. I think I'm just going to call everything off and I'm going to walk away. And the next day it's like, what was I thinking? I'm totally okay with this. I was just, in my emotions at that moment. So just be patient with yourself. If you feel like that's there's this up and down, allow those waves to ride and let them just settle in the way that they need to settle without needing to take any kind of action on them. So again, with that Ace of Swords, I'm also seeing observation. So being able to just observe yourself as you're going through this healing process, because I think there's something moving out of you. There's some things, like there's this ocean that's kind of churning within you, and it's just moving things around because there's something that's coming in that's kind of causing that momentum. That King of Wands is causing that ocean to move around in you. And Cancer, you're usually show up as the Queen of Cups. So that is your counterpart. It's like the movement behind who you are. It's like the force behind what's happening within you. So there's some changes, there's movement happening. So I kind of feel like right now for you, you're just taking this, you're taking it slow and steady and going at something more from an observational, like watching yourself or watching something unfold rather than needing to decide or make a decision right away, which I don't feel like you're putting pressure on yourself in that way, but I feel like that's where you are right now. Okay. Yeah. Heal the ouch. So taking that time to heal, caring, nurturing, which is Cancer. That's what you guys are. Your carers, you nurture, you care for things, and yourselves even. I think that you are that you like you're in this space of needing for things to just flow in their natural state and not needing to rush anything, and just giving yourself that time and space to heal. I think that this is a time of self-care and self-love for you as well. Be peace. And I have this one as well. Be peace, and spirit has your back. So again, with the Eagle Spirit, I'm seeing this is all about vantage point. So seeing something from a different perspective, having that clear vision and that clear sight, and spirit allowing you to kind of like remove the veil or remove the some kind of fog, like lifting the fog, so you can see something clearer, so you can come to a place of truth within you. And then that Dove Spirit, I feel like there is a peace that's settling inside you because you're able to heal from something that might have really caused a bit of chaos within you. And there's something that's being moved around and settled and healed. So it's almost like I'm feeling like this is a time of just riding the wave and just tending to yourself until things kind of settle. And I feel like you're going to have crystal clear vision of where to go from there. So this is a time for rest for you as well. So very healing week, a week of revealing the truth. So just be kind and patient to yourself. And I think that things are just moving in the direction that they need to be moving in. Beautiful week ahead, Cancer. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you for next week. Bye, Cancer.